Okay, welcome back. Today I'll be cooking up a drill beat using Sawyer. So Sawyer, a stock plugin in FL Studio. That is the only instrument I'll be using for the melody. I'll be using third-party effects and third-party drums, of course, for the other stuff, but the melody will consist entirely of sounds from Sawyer. Without any further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to have a look through some of these presets. I'm sure I'll find something in the keys section, but I'll see where I can find any pads or something, and I'll get back to you once I've found something I'm pretty happy with. There's an organ here. I'll give that a go, see what that's sounding like, and then I'll find some more now. There's this cool sound here, almost like a string sort of pluck thing, long attack, but we'll see what that sounds like. I'll find one more thing to layer and then start on a melody and chord progression, all that good stuff. And finally I found this ARP. Not sure where I'll put this, but I'll give it a shot. I'll just come back to this organ and lay down a nice chord progression. So I think I've got a nice progression down with 7th chords and root notes like this, so I'll just play through that for you now. I'll just chop up these notes and add a couple extra just to add a bit of rhythm and stuff to it. Okay, so added a couple different notes here, randomized the volume, made the volume of these bass notes max, and then upped the attack a little bit. And here's what it's sounding like now. Pretty happy with that. Just going to try and see if I can transpose it into a different key by like shift up and down, and then layer some other instruments over that. What I'm going to do now is just Alt R on the master channel, export all of these, and then chop them up and start adding some effects and stuff. So as you can see here, got all of my extra layers and sections and stuff going there. I think this was muted just here, so I'll see what that's sounding like in a second. But I'll chop all of these up, make unique, and add some effects. Okay, so I got them all unique. Time to add some samples. So just link all of them to new channels. Control L, and see what I can do. Added some effects here. I'm going to add some more. I'm just going to export them and then send them all to the same thing in a second. But so far, just got some EQ, reverb, and more EQ on the pad sort of sound. Then the ARP's just got a bit of EQ, mainly subtractive EQ, and then the main organ sound's got a bit of EQ and RC20. So I'll just go to the master, Alt R on that again. Here we are, and just fix this up a little bit further. Okay, so what I've done here, just a halftime. Not a debooglet, it's actually a shaper box with a bit of an LFO sort of sidechain thing, and then a limiter just to boost it up a bit louder. And then I've also pitched it up 700 cents, and here's what it's sounding like now. So I'm just going to export that one final time, and then we'll be ready to chuck some 808s, drums, all that good stuff under it. Cool, so this should be our final melody sort of thing. What I'm going to do now is just find the root notes. Should just be 700 cents above what we already had, but I'll lay an 808, basic hi-hat and snare, and then just find the groove pretty much. Okay, so I got a basic hi-hat pattern and snare pattern down, and then I found the root notes. So here's what those three are sounding like together. Very happy with that. Next thing I'm going to do is add some more drums, pretty much. Just perks, shakers, crashes, all that good stuff. Okay, pretty happy with that. I'll just play the drums by themselves now, and then I'll get started on chopping up the 808. So pretty happy with that. Some rims, shakers, impacts, pretty basic stuff. Now I'll start chopping up this 808. Okay, so what I've done with this 808, just this basic thing where it sort of ramps up in volume and then pans left and right, and then just some basic cuts and stuff. Then some slide notes, a nice little slide pattern there, and then just basic 4 to the floor almost sort of sound there. Then link them all to mixer tracks, all the drum sounds, leveled it out a little bit, sidechained this kick to the 808 over here, like that. And that's about it, just this kick also following the 808 a bit. So now I think I'm gonna chop this up. I don't think I can really be bothered using the stems here. I'll just use some effects for the intro and stuff. But I'll split these drums by channel firstly. Drag those out like that. That, out like that. That and that like that. This perk, I don't know why that's too long. That either. And then that finally, grab them all like that. Copy it over, and I'll start arranging these drums out. Okay, perfect. So I think I've finished the track now. What I've done for the intro, got a bit of EQ, that's just a band pass, sort of making it feel really small, and then it opens up when the drums come in, all the drums. So I've got the 808 actually coming in, and then the 808 and kick coming in, so it's a bit harder. Bit different to how I usually structure it, but that's fine. I like to experiment. And then I've also got this imager opening up the sound even further when all the drums come in. Then just some basic transitions, the crash and snare and hi-hat over there. Then they all come in there. Then more of them come in over here, and then all of them come in over there. Then just a bit more structuring, taking that hi-hat out, taking that crash out every second run, I guess, I don't know. There's a certain amount of bars, 4 or 8, I don't know. Then this other transition again, so it's sort of starting again and then building up again. And it's pretty much just repeating that section there, over there. And then for the outro transition, and then this EQ comes back and this imager goes off. Pretty basic. I'm pretty happy with how it's sounding. That's going to be about it from me. This was my Sawyer only drill beat. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.